My Dog Tulip sounded adorable, but unfortunately, I don't love the execution. I don't hate it, but it definitely wasn't what I hoped it would be. This was released in 2009. It's an animated film directed by Paul Fierlinger and Sandra Fierlinger, based on My Dog Tulip by J.R. Ackerley. And interestingly, it is based on Ackerley's relationship with his own dog, a German Shepherd called Queenie, who was actually renamed Tulip for the book. I don't know why he decided to change the name of the book or the name of the dog, or if somebody else decided that, but the dog is called Tulip in this film. And we have this animation of him meeting Tulip and then Tulip spending time with him and basically showing all of the wonderful things that a dog can bring to a person's life. And as a concept, well, I love it. I buy into it 100%. I'm very much animals are better than people, and anything that celebrates animals as companions, I love. I think that's fantastic. However, there were a few things that didn't work very well. I don't like the animation style. That's mostly personal preference, but I found it to be quite unsightly. It wasn't that nice to look at. There were a couple of bits of animation that were okay, but most of the animation style did not work for me at all. It didn't appeal. So that part of it wasn't attractive, which is a shame because I love animations. And the narrative itself was not the most engaging. And I feel like it would have been better as a short film because it is a feature film. It is about an hour and 20 minutes, and I feel like it would have been better as a 20, maybe 30-minute short. And I think it would have been more impactful, it would have been more emotional. We wouldn't have had so much downtime when things were just kind of mundane. And then, obviously, with at least me personally not liking the animation style, there were stretches of time when I just wasn't getting any joy out of this at all or really having any emotional response to it. So, in general, I don't think it was great. I didn't love a lot of the storytelling. I didn't love the animation style, but I love the concept. I did really like the concept, and it is an interesting look at a dog's life. That is certainly fascinating. I think the bit that focuses on the dog's life, on Tulip's life, which, let's be fair, is the bulk of it, is quite interesting. But in terms of presenting it as a story, I don't think it was that fascinating. So there are some positives. There are definitely some positives. And we have some, I haven't mentioned this, but we have a decent voice cast. We have Christopher Plummer as Ackerley. We also have Isabella Rossellini and Lynn Redgrave. And the voice acting, absolutely fine. No problems there. Do I recommend it? Sure, if you're a dog person. If you're a dog person, it's definitely worth watching. I do think it would have been better as a short, but I didn't hate the time I spent watching it. And I guess ultimately, if it sounds like a film for you, and particularly if you don't mind the animation style, that for me was a big turn off. I really, really did not like most of the animation style. But if you can overlook that, and you don't mind that it's a little dull in places, then it could be a nice look at Tulip's life, and it could be quite interesting. It's worth checking out if it appeals to you, but personally, I don't think it quite met my expectations. I don't think it was as interesting as it could have been.